Hello there YouTube, it's Jacob from Team Pyramid.
And Corey from Team Pyramid.
And today we're going to be doing a duel, but we're also Corey is also going to be talking about the new archetype Brandish. So the reason why we're doing it this way is,
well, unlike Jacob, I don't want to put my face in the camera.
I don't really want to put my face on a camera either, but I didn't know how another way to do a discussion video. So we're doing it this way now, so you can actually see a duel as well as listen to us.
Yeah, it gives you either you can watch for the fun of the duel, or you can watch for me talking smack about Brandish. That was a close call.
Since when do you?
I try.
You try. I try.
Not
There's
successfully.
life points coming up
Okay.
here in a second. No, oh, yep. Here we go. Here we go. As you could tell, prepared as always.
Yep. Top notch YouTubing. So, I'm going to say right away with Brandish. Firstly, actually, I'm playing Noble Knights.
And I'm playing Critias Diabolus.
So, first thing about Brandish is, as soon as it comes out, plan is Magical Explosion 50 card deck.
So, Brandish is going to be a bit of a... I've tried looking at the cards. I've tried like learning about them, and at the moment, all I can understand is one of them decreases attack points.
So, for those that aren't aware, Brandish is a 13 card archetype with 10 cards being spells, 1 card being a normal monster, and 2 being links. One of the links decreases your opponent's monster's attack value and defense value by 100 per spell in the graveyard. The fire one increases its attack by 100 per spell card in the graveyard. The deck I want to run is Magical Explosion, so 50 cards is a must. A lot of the Brandish cards have secondary effects, which I'll roll. You can go first. Brandish has a lot of odd effects, and most of the spells require 3 cards already in the grave to kick off. So, what I'm looking at is draw engines. Blue Boy is one of them. It's a quick spell draw engine, 1 extra monster, not that big of an issue. That's still 47 spell cards. 46 spell cards. Cool. What you really want in hand is a full set of spells. A full set of spells and reasoning. And the spell cards in hand you want is Boogie Trap and Hand Destruction, if you can't get a reasoning. And you basically just go reasoning straight away. Your opponent calls anything because you don't care about the monster at all. This is a turn 1 play. You just hope that you don't hit any of your monsters. You quickly cycle. If you have Blue Boy, use him first just to do the draw, get another monster out of the deck. But then just do that. Get as many cards as you can into that grave. You have Boogie Trap in hand. You don't care that you see your Magical Explosion go into the grave. You're going to play that as soon as you can. And then once you've done that, you're just going to set any cards that are left. As soon as you have 40 spell cards in your grave, you're going to set. Because that's it. Your opponent starts their turn. They play a card. You activate the trap. Immediately destroy them.
See, I've seen a lot of videos with Brandish, and I've seen a lot of the OCG duels, and the OCG duels, Brandish is just tearing up the shite. I'm not joking. Brandish is just horrible, and it's very, to me, reminiscent of Zodiac. It's very reminiscent of Zodiac from what I've seen. The fact that 1 card can be a standard link monster, and then link monsters go ahead and give you so much more benefits. I think that's quite crazy. Especially considering what they done and how they had to fix Zodiac after a certain amount of time with it being a tier 0, and everyone was just getting fed up of seeing it.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be like the Gem Knight deck. Now you see it, and it's like, oh shit, FDK. Real easy FDK. Not a game breaker though. Still never wins tournaments, like at least the YCSs. So it's just there. It's a pain. People don't like to see it, but it's not tournament winning, which is the upside.
You can tell that we're actually having a proper duel while discussing, because when both of us are making our plays, we're trying to talk and be quiet at the same time.
Yeah,
this is a lot more tricky than I thought.
It is, but it's not. It's. I mean, for us, at least for these decks, we both know kind of what they do. So there's not a whole lot of what's this do, what's that do. If you guys don't know what they do, you can look them up. This isn't the purpose of the video, really. Hopefully you can see the names clear enough, and if you can, then that'll explain at least what cards are what.
Regarding the Brandish deck still, what would you say, in all honesty, what would you say the main route to go with the deck is? Would you say it's to get as many spells as you can in the grave and just go for an OTK that way? Or would you say, like, just use it as just use Brandish as an engine rather than going as...
I think it's going to end up being an engine. It's not... My biggest issue with it is not enough of it is flexible enough to go into other stuff. I mean, a lot of their spell cards, as it stands for the OCG, they are...
just for Brandish.
They're just for Brandish, and on top of which, the way that they're working is you need the 3 spell cards.
Yeah.
That's you need. So by doing that, you're immediately limiting options for what they can do. But because they don't say it has to be Brandish spells, that's where their true strength lies. Because it's just a case of, alright, so...
So the fact that they can just recur off of any spell rather than actually... So as you can see, we're going quiet as well as actually... We might as well just tell you the play that we're making is making us think.
Yeah, it's we've got issues at times. Basically, I don't like the fact they had spell cards. Attack for 3,500. There you go.
So, my turn?
Yep. So, yeah, if I just quickly grab my phone and go to YG Pro.
See, I'm having a real bad go with this deck. I know people are saying with the Lair of Darkness deck, I know we're talking about Brandish, but I know people are saying with Lair of Darkness that you should run Infernoids. And to be fair, you probably should. However, when you're running more Infernoids than the Lair of Darkness cards itself, you're pretty much running 1 Diabolus in the Lair of Darkness build, 3 of Amram, the Wicked Warden, and 3 Lair of Darkness itself. That's it. You're not even running Lilith.
There's things like that, and so I'm just looking here at Brandish skill jamming. One of the problems with the Brandish thing is, for their spells at least, is you cannot control any other monsters.
Oh, really?
You can't control anything in your main monster zone. It can only be in the light zone or the extra card zone.
So that shuts it down quite a bit.
Yeah, so I mean, it just does not have flexibility to go into other decks, and that's definitely an issue that's not going to be rectified easily.
It is a bit of a pain. I'm not going to lie. As I would like to see it as a bit more than just an engine, but then I suppose it is just coming out, so...
Well, that's the thing, it's still fresh enough that it's got that problem.
However, how do you think it would sit at the moment in today's meta that is today, like going up against like Pendulum Magicians, True Dracos, because to be fair, all True Draco needs to do is just go ahead and get Masterpiece out with a monster effect and a spell effect.
I think it really is going to just be the same as what it's currently doing. It's going to be a case of, like with the Gem Knight issue, you know, it's not great. It does its thing, but that's about it. It's You're not looking at it as going to be super competitive. It's going to be a one-trick pony, and it's going to do that one trick only as well as your draw happens. So all you're going to be looking for is draw cards, hoping to hit the Brandish draw cards, and the field spell, or is it the continuous trap? I'll look at the continuous one in field just to tell you which one it exactly is for every Brandish spell you played, you can set spells from your graveyard. So you can play the full
That's the spell.
Yeah, and then just have all these ready to go again. It's such an anti-fun deck, I think will be the problem. Once you have the 3 spells in the graveyard, it's going to sit there and you're going to have this full back row. They're going to play things and you're just going to keep negating it, destroying it, getting rid of it until you can do the thing you want to do. That's what's going to be an ass.
Yeah.
And if you have the blue link out or the water link out, again, you're looking at just being hit. And that's it, you're just going to get hit. 3,300 and 1,600. So, 4,900 in total. For example, again, skill jamming wave. Target one set spell or trap card. Yep. Destroy it. Then if you have 3 or more spells, destroy a monster in the field. So you're getting 2 for 1 there.
I'm just going to take myself out. Attack.
Fair enough. Brandish skill afterburner if you control no monsters. So they all have that rule. They control no monsters in the main phase. Target one face up monster in the field, destroy it, and if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, destroy a trap card. So it's always playing off that 2 for 1.
See, because the reason why I wanted to do this video talking about Brandish is they come out within the next 2 weeks in the TCG, and I know we're quite a bit different in the TCG to the OCG. However, in the OCG, as it stands at the moment, Brandish is up there with Lair of Darkness. It's also Altergeist are running rampant over there, which there's another video coming up about Altergeist because I have built the deck and it is pretty good, if I do say so myself. And there's also things like the Nightmare ABC builds and everything like that. Obviously over there they're called something different. But that's the reason I wanted to know what you think they would do on the meta as such, for someone that's actually looked into the deck to build rather than someone that's just read up about the card.
Yeah. But again, I just feel that for that deck, it's got so much. I mean, I've read nothing about how it's going to play or whatever. I've just saw something that's simple enough to do with it. So it's like, well, go for it. But
yeah,
I think honestly, it's going to be able to make magical explosions happen. And if the Gem Knight sees a ban for its FTK, you can guarantee Brandish is going to get jumped on.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to do one and not the other.
I don't really think there's much else we can talk about regarding the Brandish, is there, to be perfectly fair?
No, I mean, there's not a whole lot to the archetype. I mean, so personally, just in terms of archetypes in general, I'll stop now. We can cut that into a second video. So, give a few seconds of silence so that Jacob can make the cut.